Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 176. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys. Welcome to the show. It is that time of year. Get your Christmas shopping done, your Kwanzaa shopping done, your Hanukkah gifts. There's other ones, right? There's like a Muslim one.
Well, there's not one, which we discussed at length.
We did discuss
last time.
that. Yeah. Well, there should be one.
There should be one, and we're gonna make one. But
what if for Muslim Christmas you took 2 Christmas trees and then you flew a plane? No? Is that a bad idea?
I don't think that's something that that we.
Maybe we shouldn't have started with that. All right.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe not the plane part, but the part
2
of like
Christmas trees.
taking down Christmas trees.
Yeah,
That's,
it's like an anti-capitalism,
right?
Christmas
Anti-capitalism,
thing.
anti-Christmas. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot, like California, for example, there was we saw this with New York with the Christmas tree lighting, how there was like a big protest, like a Palestine protest to kind of disrupt that.
Yeah.
In a lot of other states, including California, I'm pretty sure they canceled the Christmas tree lighting and the Hanukkah menorah lighting, right? Because they're like, yeah, we're just not going to do that this year.
They just didn't want to risk the protest stuff,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes. And that's good. Yeah. We love that. We love that.
Living in fear and
living
not
in fear and
having
intimidation.
Like a fun time.
Yes.
Because we're worried that someone's going to protest.
Yes. Anything that is traditionally, any sort of American tradition, it's good to kind of scrap that to live in fear. And so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we love that.
And yeah, so that's good that that's already kind of happening. We don't need to start anything new about it. It's already happening. So so that's good. It is Hanukkah right now, and so we just want to extend our wishes to the Jewish community, but really more in particular women, Jewish women between the ages of 18 and 24, who are maybe part of that living in fear right now with like anti-Semitism and things happening, and they don't want to go out. They don't want to go out in public because they're worried about what could happen. Yeah. But this studio is a safe haven.
It's a safe haven.
In a safe place.
It's very Jewish positive. It's
how is that?
If a Jewish woman came over here, I'd be like, you're safe here, I guess.
Okay, nice.
And when the Jewish woman came in, I would shut the door behind her and I would lock it, and then I would like stand in front of it with my arms behind it, and I'd be like, now we're locked in.
For her safety.
For your safety.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere, but you don't need to go anywhere.
Right.
Because you're here.
Right.
Where it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the miracle of Hanukkah where the one night of oil lasted 8 nights.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. There's going to be several nights of oil going on.
Yeah. But
I have my massage table.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of essential oils.
Oh, there's
flowing.
It's very essential. Yeah. All the oils that will be. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more oil than you expect. But unlike the miracle of Hanukkah, where one night of oil lasted for 8 nights, you are not going to be spending 8 nights at our place.
No.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You will be spending 1 night max.
Yeah.
If things go well.
After I bust.
Right.
That's when
after you fall asleep.
Yeah, which is immediate. Like it's kind of at the same time. Sometimes I'm so blacked out. I don't like you can't even really tell when
which happened.
When
first.
was I asleep? Was I asleep before the sex started or after? Who knows?
Yeah.
And it really like if I was asleep during sex, it's like, hey, did I consent to that?
Yeah.
You know, you're canceled, lady.
Right. And you will wield that over her head.
Yeah. I'll be like, what happened?
Yeah.
You know, what did we do last night? You know, and she'll be like, what? And I'll be like, yeah, that's what happened. So,
sure.
You know, and they'll hold it over her forever and, you know, potentially be like, hey, you're canceled. You know,
if you need to play that card.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so maybe, and then also with Hanukkah, there's like 8 nights.
8 nights.
Of 8 crazy nights, according to Adam Sandler, right? But didn't he have that song?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and
there was a movie, yeah. So the other thing too is, what if like I invited a different Jewish woman over 8 different nights?
Wow, I love that.
How good of an idea is that? You know? And then,
I mean, that's truly 8 crazy nights.
Yeah.
You're having a crazy time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
8 crazy Jewish women.
Yeah.
8 crazy nights. Don't they like light like the menorah thing?
The candle, yeah.
It's like the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if I started 8 fires over those 8 crazy nights to symbolize the menorah? You know?
Yeah.
Like I go to
one of the local encampments. And, Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, happy Hanukkah, motherfuckers, and just
chuck my celebratory Hanukkah. Don't they like break glass or some shit? That's like another thing.
Oh, for weddings, yeah, you step on the glass. Yeah,
you step on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't step on it, but I will throw it into the encampment and then they'll.
But if you say Happy Hanukkah while you're doing it, it's not an act of violence and destruction.
It's a celebratory Hanukkah celebration. And if I light up 8 homeless encampments, that's symbolic of the menorah and preservation of the 8 nights, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that seems cool.
Totally.
So we should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And
we'll probably do something like that when the Olympics come here.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna happen.
There's gonna be some.
There's gonna be no
lighting festivities going on.
Yeah,
even though it'll be in the summer.
Yeah,
I'll be like, well,
Hanukkah starts
now,
and then just
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There will be a torch.
The Olympic torch will be taking a little detour.
The guy will be like running through the torch, and he'll be like, just like running through.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to make a little detour in Skid Row for several miles.
They'll do that front-facing camera of him running, like, oh, all this shit like burning behind him as he like exits like tunnels and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And then it'll be like when that, was it Xi Jinping or whatever that guy?
Oh, when he visited San Francisco.
Yeah. And they just like eliminated homelessness in one night.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that or where those people went, but
I think we all know how they did it. It just they did it.
Yeah.
And it was totally like
nothing to see here.
It's really crazy. It's like when you invite like a girl over to your apartment, like the rigorous cleaning that you'll do. You're like,
and it's the only time you clean.
Yeah. Yeah. All those piles of laundry and like just shit everywhere. You're like, just get this out of here. You know?
Yeah.
That's how we treat the homeless.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, look, we got guests coming over here. Get the fuck out of here. It's a mess in here, you know. You start vacuuming through the homeless encampment.
We love that.
Yeah.
And also, so during Hanukkah, there's menorahs outside. People have displays of the holiday. And something that's also important to do is to go around and kind of do graffiti on them, and do graffiti that says like Free Palestine and stuff like that, and kind of desecrate different Hanukkah celebrations around town, and just kind of write stuff like that, and just kind of ruin them. And because that's a good thing to do, is to take something that's purely religious and has nothing to do with Israel, and just make it about Israel.
Yeah.
To and and that show, a lot of those people, they're like, no, we're not like we're desecrating a menorah that says nothing about Israel, not because we're anti-Semitic, but because we're anti-Zionist, right?
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, when I wrote "fuck the Jews" on this thing, that
it
wasn't
was just,
anti-Semitic.
No,
that was just like not
anti-Israeli government.
Yeah, not those Jews, but the bad ones.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay to do, and that's good to do, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
So that's stay out there.
So if you don't understand the nuance of like how this all goes, then we don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You know? Like we've only done this for 176 episodes. I would say maybe go back and watch 175 episodes.
Yes.
And then watch this one again and see if you don't get it this time.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So that's what you need to do.
Yeah. So it's important to keep desecrating Hanukkah monuments and synagogues and things that have nothing to do with Israel, but just because they are Jewish. Mm-hmm. And so that's a good thing to do. And so what else is going on? Oh, this story is such good news for us. Speaking of stuff going on in California retailers that refuse gender-neutral toy sections will be fined up to $500 under new law. So major retailers in California are just weeks away from having to create gender-neutral toy sections for children, risk being fined hundreds of dollars under a controversial state law set to take effect in the new year. Under the terms of the legislation, Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law in 2021, California-based department stores with 500 or more employees that sell childcare items or toys must have a gender-neutral section regardless of whether they have been traditionally marketed for either girls or for boys. It defines childcare items as any product designed to facilitate sleep, feeding children, relaxation, or to help children with sucking or teething, and defines children.
So you got to get
12 and under.
So there's got to be an aisle for like they them suck toys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any department store that fails to create a gender-neutral section could face a $250 fine for the first violation and a $500 fine for any subsequent violations.
So if you go into a Walmart and there's not they just have to make a new aisle, is that what they're saying?
Yes, with not...
So it's like, okay, like if you go in a toy store now, it's like there's like aisles are kind of like real estate of like you have a Nerf gun aisle, right? Mm-hmm. There's like a Lego aisle, there's like boy Legos, girl Legos. Mm-hmm. They're both, for children with autism, Legos. And then you have then there's like the girl doll aisle. That's for girls. Mm-hmm. Now, what's the gender? What would be a gender neutral? Wouldn't every other toy that's like not really marketed towards girls or boys, wouldn't that be gender neutral? Like a Slinky, right? Like what is a Slinky?
Yeah.
Is a Slinky like a boy toy or a girl toy?
I don't know.
Do they have to how do they constitute?
Yeah, I've no idea how that's done or what.
Or does it literally have to be like, okay, they have to put a Mr. Potato Head in the aisle and
a Hannah Gadsby DVD?
Yeah, it has to have exactly. There has to be like lesbian comedy
or not non-binary comedy.
Yeah,
because it's not boy or girl.
Yeah, we need non-binary content,
which is the funniest comedy.
Wouldn't what's the other shit too? Like, what's Arthur's gender? Like is he
Arthur's
a
guy? Yeah.
I mean, is he?
I mean, I haven't seen
his penis.
Yeah, so, I haven't either. But
they're all animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but he's still a boy animal.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah.
We haven't seen his anteater. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, it's
oh wait, is he an anteater or an aardvark?
He's an aardvark.
He's an aardvark.
Aardvark is an anteater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
But then there's aren't there like rabbits in the show too?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Isn't what's the girl's name? The hot
Arthur?
Yeah.
I was not a big Arthur kid. I didn't.
Okay.
I have only seen that meme of his like fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Arthur. Well, there were a couple like hot girls on the show.
There was a hot bitch in Arthur.
It's like a hot bunny.
Yeah. Oh, bunnies are sexy, dude.
Dude, the bunny was a guy character.
The bunny was a guy. Okay, well then
his name
the
was
bunny
Buster.
wasn't hot.
Gay, dude?
No, the bunny wasn't hot.
And I think his name was
just
Buster.
mixed up. Oh, Buster. Yeah. No, Buster was not hot.
Arthur's a good gender neutral show because you didn't know that it was a boy. True. So that's good.
All right, let me look up the characters real quick.
Muffy.
Oh, Muffy sounds like she's hot. Yeah, her name's Muffy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muffy's hot.
I think she was one of the hot characters.
Hell yeah. We love Muffy on the show. Yeah, pull up Muffy, dude.
Muffy Crosswire. Okay, so she's this is her.
Let me see Muffy here. Okay, yeah, she's not that hot. I don't know if I'd smash Muffy.
Yeah. Oh, DW was the sister, right?
Are you pulling up Muffy on the thing here? That's Muffy's on
we need to figure out which Arthur characters were hot.
Channel it's No, it's the one under it.
Oh, so Muffy is a monkey.
It's 3. It's number 3.
Oh, there's.
There you go. Okay, this is Muffy. Yeah. Okay. Scroll up to Muffy there. Okay, we got Muffy Crosswire. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Muffy's definitely not hot.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I misremembered things.
Also, Muffy looks like probably a child, so that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not.
But you were a kid when you were watching
this. Yeah, no, I was saying she was hot when I was that age.
You were, yeah, okay. Yeah, Muffy would be all grown up now, so you could hit her up if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
And then there's Francine. Mm-hmm. Francine Alice Frensky.
Yeah. That's number 3. It's the one under that button. There you go.
So they were friends, and then it blossomed into a romantic relationship between her and Arthur. And she's a monkey also.
Okay. All right, that's interesting.
Yeah. What
is this show? We start like, what the fuck is this show? She's a monkey, and she's like a.
Okay, and that's the bunny is it seems Buster, like who is like, again, to clarify, is not hot.
Yeah, you thought Buster was hot?
Buster is not hot because he's a guy, so it's automatically not hot.
Is Grandma Thora, Grandma Thora is a bunny right there? Yeah.
Or no, she must be an aardvark too.
Yeah, she's aardvark.
Doesn't the aardvark had like a little trunk thing?
I don't know,
man. This is wild.
Also,
I'm learning a lot here about Arthur. What was see, they have like a trunk thing.
Okay. Well, one of the big questions in Arthur was,
what a goofy looking animal.
He would wear his headphones like down here, but his ears were up here, but his headphones would be not covering his ears.
Yeah, type in Arthur headphones. Yeah.
These are the important topics
this is very important. Yeah, see, his ears are up there. Yeah.
His headphones just don't cover his ears.
It's all right. Yeah, just go back. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love that.
Yeah, that's classic.
That's very funny.
Yeah. So why were we... Oh, yeah, toys. Gender-neutral toys.
Yeah, and I guess Arthur is somewhat gender-neutral because,
We haven't seen down there, but I don't think he's hot, though.
Yeah,
but
of course, yeah.
He is a guy, presumably.
Another good... I get it seems like they did the animal thing to kind of like avoid like racial stuff.
Oh, right.
Which is kind of what you remember Doug?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I've talked about that before on the pod. They did that.
Black people are purple.
Black people are green and Jews are purple. Jews are purple in that show.
That is so funny.
Yeah, pull up, type in Doug. Doug characters, yeah. So, yeah, this is amazing. I love this show.
Did they have like black people voicing the the
I don't think so.
green characters.
Yeah, so you had Roger Klotz. He was like the bully guy. You could say he was like black. Skeeter, definitely a black kid, you know. And then BB Bluff. She was like
Jewish.
super rich. Yeah, and then the Dinks live next door. Yeah, see Tippy Dink. And so Mr. Dink. I mean, this is pretty crazy. Look at this guy. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But look at Bud Dink, dude. Yeah.
So he's
Bud Dink
that nose is
it's pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
And Dink, he's always like showing off to the kids like he's like, oh, I bought this, very expensive. Like he's always like
it looks like a
talking about how
Nazi
much shit costs.
propaganda poster.
Well, he's purple, so he can't. Yeah, it's a purple guy. Okay, there's no race involved.
It's like the goblins, the bank goblins, and
yeah, it really is
Harry
crazy.
Potter.
He's always talking about how much shit costs, and Dink is a reference to they don't have kids, so dual income, no kids.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
right.
These are all theories that people think about the show. I mean, they kind of line up.
I'm kind of buying into it because holy shit.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah,
what a banger show, dude.
Yeah, great shows, but yeah, the gender neutral toy thing, and like we've talked about this before on the show, but I think if you ask any Californian struggling, ask someone in one of those homeless encampments or someone who's
what the city needs.
Yeah, it's like, what is your main problem right now with the state? What needs to be improved?
How can the state get more to help you?
Yes.
And
yes. How can we fix California? And the first thing that comes to mind for me is
a homeless person.
A homeless person.
Yeah. I'm a homeless guy. I've been in all the stores. I've been looting several stores, and my biggest gripe of all the stores I've been looting is
the lack of a gender-neutral toy category. And it's good that the government is enforcing this. This is a necessary aspect of government because there's not other problems that the government needs to be worrying about. No. There's not like a homeless problem.
I don't have health care, but
there's not
who cares
a cost
about
of
that?
living problem.
Yeah.
There's not a traffic problem. There's not a healthcare problem. There's not countless other problems.
You know why there's so much traffic?
There's not a drug problem.
Because when you go to a store, it's like there's no gender neutral store. I got to go to another store.
That's a great point.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like how many stores do I have to go to find gender neutral stuff? Like every store just sucks.
Yeah. So it's good that the government is intervening into private business to say, hey, we're going to fine you if you don't have a gender-neutral toy category.
I think you guys are missing a whole market you can create.
Yeah.
Of non-binary kids?
Exactly. Nobody's doing it. You guys could be the first.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We can really capitalize on that market of like 12 people total. You know? Yeah. It's really going to be huge.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. And so we're happy that Governor Newsom and the rest of California is really focusing on the right things.
That stores have to have a meeting to be like, well, we gotta fucking make it.
Or else the inspectors are like, how does that work? Like health inspectors at a restaurant, it's going to be like non-binary inspectors at Toys R Us.
One of those purple-haired they/thems are going to go into your store and just rip your store apart.
We love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Those people are really good at like not complaining a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Those people are always real chill about stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So it's good that those people have jobs that they get to complain about stuff because they don't like do that all the time.
No.
Yeah.
They're very normal members of society.
Mm-hmm.
So here's this other, speaking of great members of society, Hunter Biden spent a staggering $872,000 on prostitutes, porn, and sex club memberships and took $1.6 million from ATMs. First Son's wild spending is laid out in tax evasion case that could land him in 17 years in jail and is a disaster for Dad Joe's campaign.
Look, okay, here's something about that, okay? what was it? $876,000. Okay, that sounds like a lot if you think of memberships like LA Fitness, right? Like, what is that? Like $39-40 a month, right? That it's like, how do you spend $876,000 if a membership costs that much? Well, a membership to a sex club is pretty different, okay? And he's probably a member of all of the clubs, because I mean, we've all seen his penis,
right?
You know? And it's pretty nice, you know, no homo.
Yeah,
but he's got a solid
NH,
piece.
yeah,
he's got a solid piece, no doubt. And that's that's what you want in your president, you know.
Totally.
You want a candidate that's rocking a dong, you know. And then you need a son that's a good vlogger, you know.
Right.
That's really his issue.
Yeah, there's just, and like the whole, like all of this is like documented. He's like, of all his addictions, like alcohol, drugs, sex,
vlogging
I think
is
vlogging
the worst. That's the worst one.
Worst, yeah.
Well, it's like, look, you can do crack and you can have crazy sex prostitute parties. You generally are not making a YouTube channel about it, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not like, yo, what up, fam? I'm about to hit this crack pipe and this prostitute, you know?
Yeah.
You're smashing like that subscribe button. Speaking of smashing, I'm about to smash this prostitute right after I hit my crack bong. You know? Like, yeah, it's pretty wild that he's doing that. So.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, if you like crack and prostitutes, you probably should not like vlogging.
Right.
Like, if you
they should probably be mutually exclusive hobbies.
Yeah, like if you like eating, you can go to restaurants and like vlog about that, but like you kind of can't really do, like if you're into sex trafficking, you really can't like make a channel about it.
Right.
Know?
Yeah, so we think this is much ado about nothing. It's clearly a political witch hunt. It's a hit job.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Biden,
even though there's so much documented evidence.
Joe Biden should not be responsible for his fuck up son. But he's not a fuck up. He's supporting women's causes.
Yeah, he's definitely
hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars over the years.
He thinks sex work is real work.
He thinks he's supporting sex workers. He's both both physically and on porn and like OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's anti
slut shaming,
like drug, you know, like sentencing, I guess. Right. Like you know how like they're like people are for like, you know, these big laws to not have people on drugs and stuff.
Right.
Obviously, he's cool with drugs.
Yeah.
So we like cool with drugs. Cool with sex work.
Yep.
Cool with prostitution, all that stuff.
Yep.
Love that. So yeah, it's like, what are they trying to do to our boy? You know, in fact, he should be in the government. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he works for Ukraine or something.
For like a gas company in Ukraine, he made like a lot of money from them.
Seems like he knows
and
what
he
he's
seems
doing.
like an expert on that topic.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows a lot about gas stuff.
Why doesn't he just replace Joe on the ticket?
That'd be pretty cool.
Then they don't have to change any of the signage.
Yeah.
It's still Biden 2024.
Yeah.
And just replace Joe with Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have the first. I mean, there's been at least a few presidents who have slept around and used prostitutes and things like that, but never have they documented it like day in the life vlog style.
Yeah.
So that would be,
come on, man.
Yeah, so that would be big for like polyamorous representation. And for destigmatizing drug. We need to destigmatize. We need to normalize.
It's like just crack,
drugs.
okay?
Yeah.
It's just crack.
Let's normalize crack.
Yeah, crack
and
is
hookers
cool.
And spending
that's what this podcast has been
of money
all about.
On porn.
If you are a woman that's a whore, definitely hit us up.
Yeah.
You know, if you're addicted to crack, that's cool, you know? like you do you, babe. But you know, we're more into the horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like crack, that's tight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So let's get Hunter on the ballot. Joe, you've had a nice run, but you're getting a little old.
What if they just did a switcheroo, like didn't even tell us, and then just put him on it?
Yeah, well, they could, because like I said, his last name's the same. So
yeah, nobody would even bat an eye.
Right.
They'd be like, "That's Biden."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Hunter,
I would love to see him in a debate.
Yeah.
Just crack the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Hunter,
he would surely whip his dong out, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for some, for some like wingmen, if you're going around town with like 10 different women, like you need some other guys there to balance out the ratio a little bit, and we'll be part of your crew. Yeah.
He needs an entourage.
Yeah. So hit us up.
We're good wingmen.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, we love Hunter, and we hope these charges get dropped and he doesn't face jail time or anything like that, because he's totally innocent because his dad's a Democrat.
They're trying to get him on like tax stuff or something.
Tax stuff, yeah. And then there's been like drug and gun charges too, because he had some like illegal guns that he wasn't allowed to have. So
yeah,
we hope they
maybe he was trying to remove them from society.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like
he's trying to get them off the street.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's what he was doing.
Yeah. So, in other stuff going on, the people have spoken. Elon Musk reinstates conspiracist Alex Jones account on X after user poll. The disgraced InfoWars host was banned from Twitter in 2018 after spreading lies about the Sandy Hook mass shooting in 2012. So Elon Musk announced that X, formerly Twitter, will reinstate the account of conspiracy theorist Alex Jones 5 years after being thrown off the platform. Musk posted his decision after polling X users. Over 70% of the polls, nearly 2 million votes, were in favor of reinstating. It's like, yeah, I wonder why the percentage was that high. Because I wonder who follows Elon Musk on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Jones fans, obviously.
Yeah.
Not exactly a fair poll. So
what was the results of the should I put Alex Jones back
over
on?
70%, yes.
Okay.
So he put him back.
It's also interesting that it's like that is that how we're gonna like should I kill this guy?
Yeah.
Yes or no Twitter poll.
Yeah, that's how
justice should be served. Like a yes or no, thumbs up, thumbs down poll.
Mm-hmm.
Like voting for like American Idol.
Mm-hmm. Elon Musk said, "I vehemently disagree with what he said about Sandy Hook, but are we a platform that believes in freedom of speech or are we not? That is what it comes down to in the end."
Yeah.
So
it's like people, like a lot of people want to say that freedom of speech is like under attack, but it's like you're allowed to say whatever you want just as long as you say the right thing.
Right.
You know, if you say the wrong thing, that should be not said, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like free speech, but don't say certain stuff.
Yeah, it's like with all the COVID stuff. It's like when different studies and when it was in the early stages where we didn't really know the facts about the virus or vaccines or masks and the effectiveness of different things and how like
you can say whatever you want about it,
and how people,
as long as it's good about what you're saying,
and how the people who suggested that maybe it came from a lab were like deplatformed and banned and everything, lost jobs, and then Jon Stewart got on the Colbert Show and said the same thing, and then he was like celebrated for that. Yeah.
A hero for saying what everybody else said 4 months after.
Right.
Yeah.
And then people cited CDC studies that said like paper masks weren't very effective, or like the vaccine wasn't effective in preventing the spread of COVID. It's like, no, that you deserve to get banned for that. And then when studies came out that further proved certain things, it's like, well, it doesn't matter what we said to that person before. They deserve to get banned and deplatformed. And look, we want to follow the science, which just means that like what our narrative is.
Yeah.
And if
whatever we say.
And if there's evidence that comes out that conflicts with our previous narrative, we are going to completely ignore that and stick with what we said at first.
Yeah, and then when we backpedal on all that stuff and we're like, we were always open-minded about stuff.
Yeah.
And then when people spaz about like, no, you weren't. It's like, we were very cool about it.
Yeah.
There's definitely not thousands of videos of us screaming at people at grocery stores. You know, so it's free speech is just it's a weird subject because it's like, you know, in theory you should be able to say whatever you want,
right?
As long as it's the right thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who decides whether it's the right thing? Us.
Yeah. It's not that hard.
No.
It's not that hard to understand.
No. So there's this, wouldn't be a Two Woke Boys episode if we didn't talk about some celebrity gossip news, right? Cardi B, I'm single.
Cardi B one.
Splits with Offset. Cardi B is a single woman once again, ending things with her estranged husband Offset, breaking the news days after she unfollowed him on social media and talked about losing dead weight.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah. Cardi went live on Instagram to set the record straight Sunday night, telling fans she's been single for a minute now, admitting she wasn't sure how to share the bombshell piece of info. Cardi went on to say she's been waiting to fill folks in for some time, and as recently as last week, but says she wants to start the new year fresh and open. She said,
hell yeah,
she posted
Cardi.
a message about outgrowing relationships, adding, I got to put myself first.
Nice.
She also told her fans she wants to drop all dead weight in her life in 2024. Another shot at Offset. The two got married back in 2017, but she filed for divorce in 2020 due to cheating allegations, but she eventually withdrew. They've also got 2 kids together, 5-year-old Culture and 2-year-old Wave. Offset.
Culture and Wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Offset alluded to the idea earlier this year that Cardi might have cheated on him, which she denied, but that sparked a bit of an online battle between them until they eventually made up. And that's it. So, look, Cardi, we've been saying for a long time that once a cheater, always a cheater. Okay? Offset cheated on you before. Now it's time you get back at him by bringing that WAP over here. And hooking up with us, and
we need Cardi to come over here and
bring a bucket and a mop.
That's right. Hell yeah. Macaroni in a pot.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. We need Cardi B. Yeah, I like Cardi B. She's pretty cute.
Yeah.
She's definitely not insane. Also,
no,
she seems pretty just chill,
pretty normal. Yeah.
She seems like a real chill girl. You could just like hang out with, and it wouldn't be like you'd take her to McDonald's and she'd get in a fight with the McDonald's employee for the shake machine being broken.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what Cardi B is good for. Like you take her to McDonald's and you are like, I would like a vanilla milkshake, and they're like, the milkshake machine's broken. I'm like, Cardi, you know what to do. Go in there.
Yeah.
You get us that milkshake. And she's gonna fucking rip that fucking lady's head off.
Yeah.
You know? And then we're walking out with free fries.
Nice.
And maybe a cash register. You know?
Nice.
And it's going to be documented because it will be filmed.
Right, because Hunter Biden will be with us.
Yeah, he's
as
in the
part
crew.
of our crew.
He's hanging out. Yeah. He's about to hit a crack pipe, no doubt about it. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cardi hit us up, and like, also the same goes for any woman who has just been through a divorce or separation or breakup.
Yeah,
and
what
like,
if we went on a double date with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion?
She's single?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's how we're treating it.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what she's got going on.
I can't think of 2 better matches for those women
than us. Yeah. If you saw Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion on the red carpet and you saw us right next to them, no one would be like, what the fuck is this?
Dressed like this, by the way.
Oh, for sure. We'd be on the red carpet wearing our Futures Female shirt. You know? Yeah.
I think they could get down with the swirl, you know?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There would be cream in the coffee, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, let's make that happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go on double date with Cardi and Megan. So hit us up and let's do that. And yeah, like I said, same goes for any woman who's just been through a divorce, separation, breakup. Yeah. You're extra vulnerable right now. You're at your lowest point in life.
Yeah,
you don't know where to turn. Mm-hmm. Who can you turn to?
You're extremely lonely. You're having that that despair of you miss being cuddled or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'll hug you for a second.
Yeah.
I'm not a big cuddler, but I'll say I am.
Yeah.
And then the second I bust, I'm kind of get off me.
Right.
I'm one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then then it's time to go because you got stuff to do. I'm sure.
Yeah. You got music to make.
And she's like, no, I'm actually I just released an album, so everything's fine. I'm like, yeah, well, you fucking
start
get
working on the next
another one. What are you doing? Got more stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
I got another podcast next week, so I got to get to work on that.
Right.
She's like, it seems like you just kind of talk about it while it's happening. I'm like, yeah, well, there's a lot more that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have to read some article,
Yeah.
And by read an article, I mean
skim the headline.
Yeah, look at the headline and just go off the emotion that we feel immediately by looking at the headline of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Totally.
So yeah, we love Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another celebrity story we had.
Was it Kim Kardashian's Netflix comedy?
No, we can talk about that though.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So Kim Kardashian coming to Netflix with comedy film after studio bidding war. Kim Kardashian is jumping from Hulu to Netflix, at least for movies. She sold a forthcoming comedy she'll star in to the streaming giant, this after a ton of interest. A new flick called The Fifth Wheel just got sold to Netflix after an apparent bidding war to snap up the rights among 5 different studios. It's unclear how much Netflix paid for it. Film isn't written or shot yet. Not written yet. That's pretty crazy. Kim K and the 2 co-writers who came up with the concept, Paula Pell and Janine Brito, simply sold the idea, and now they'll actually make it. Kim's going to play the lead, a fifth wheel among an ensemble of female actors. So we love that. And, I mean, I can think of no more deserving person to get a starring role in a comedy movie than Kim Kardashian.
Is this the first? I mean, they've tried to have her as an actor and stuff, right?
She has made cameos as herself, I think, in a couple things.
Yeah, she was in American Horror Story.
Okay.
Was she playing herself?
No, but not herself, but herself, if you know what I'm saying.
So the same type of character.
She was sleeping with some guy in the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild that she's is that good for her? Isn't she still doing that show, the reality show that every day?
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
She's doing a lot. So, yeah, we love.
Well, she's one of my comedy heroes, and so it's cool to see her get rewarded with a movie.
Yeah. Speaking of comedy heroes, there's some people that are not heroes in comedy, and a lot of people are very mad at this guy, Matt Rife. Okay, and he is someone that we will say his audience of smoke show women should be just taken from him,
who are also young.
Yeah, who should all be taken from him and then given to us because he is not doing it right. Okay. His comedy, he did mean comedy towards women, okay, by making a joke, which, I guess is bad. You can't do jokes if you're, you can do jokes, but if you make fun of
them. They have to be nice to women.
They have to be nice jokes.
The best comedy is nice.
Yeah, when I watch comedy, I go, is that nice? And then I go, nice. And I say that to myself.
Yeah.
And when I say nice, I'm not saying nice comedy. I'm saying like nice.
Right.
Like
that
was a nice guy.
Literally
thing to
nice
do.
to someone. Yeah.
My favorite kind of comedy is like snarky, like somebody said something mean in a coffee shop, but I actually pushed my glasses up my nose and said something snarky at that mean guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You know that kind of comedy?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, they'll be like, I was at the coffee shop the other day writing my screenplay on a thing because I've been sitting there for 9 hours not buying anything at this coffee shop. And then a guy comes in, and then that's the funny part is what that guy said.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's like I'm not even funny. I'm just saying what a funny person said.
Right.
And then I'm responding to them, and you're just like, okay, well, cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certainly not a fake scenario also.
No.
But anyway, yeah, we're talking about Matt Rife, okay? Apparently Matt Rife got in a fight online with a 6-year-old, okay? He really took it to this 6-year-old after this stitch was made on the account Bunny Hedaya, okay? So, yeah, go ahead and pull it up here. We got this video. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Nothing to do with the stars, man. Just because Jupiter has a ring and you don't doesn't mean.
It's Saturn that has the rings, and it has more also, and you're mean to girls.
Oh, drop the mic.
Yeah.
Like Matt Rife did at the end of his set, but that kid, boom, drops the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But apparently on this chick's thing here, if you take a look at my page again, am I still? Yeah. Okay. So she made this video that has 12 million views. This is the mom of that kid. So she made her kid make that TikTok, posted it on the kid's page. And then Matt Rife had this comment that says, Jupiter also has rings. Oh, and Santa Claus isn't real. Your mom buys presents with the money she makes on OnlyFans. Good luck. And that's like the, sideways wacky face.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, does this lady actually have an OnlyFans?
Hi, I'm
asking for a friend.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's see what she's got here.
Also, no OnlyFans link. Or wait, or she might on this, her little
let's see what she's got here.
links page.
Checking the link tree here. It's not loading up. This is the longest delay I've ever seen for a links page. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Come on, lady. What a bitch. This is the fucking thing. All right, let's try the Instagram. All right.
So,
here we go.
Bunny Hedaya.
Yeah.
Page not found. What?
Oh.
Let me see if it works on my phone.
I think she probably took it down because there probably was some heat on her account, if she did have an only. Why would he say that if it wasn't?
I went through the Me Too movement as a bro,
So, was it a friend of the show?
Page not found. Interesting. Let me.
She deleted it. That has to be what it is. She probably deleted the link. So, yeah.
Well, let me see. Bunny Hedaya OnlyFans.
Nice. Yeah, this is we're like private investigators,
Yeah.
for OnlyFans. Like we can find your OnlyFans page.
Yeah, we're gonna find it.
Yeah, we'll find it, lady.
So let's see.
And then when we're like hanging out with you and like you mentioned that you have an OnlyFans, we're very good at being like, oh really?
Oh really?
I had no
haven't
idea.
already
I
seen it.
certainly have not already subscribed and downloaded all your videos.
Right.
Yeah. Did you find it?
In response to his OnlyFans comment, she added, I don't even show my body. For you to assume that every single woman online makes money by showing their bodies, that's what you do, girl. Do you, love it.
Yeah.
So, but that's not clear. If maybe she's saying she has an OnlyFans but doesn't get naked or something. It could be.
She's probably one of those. She's like, I do OnlyFans, but it's not like, you can't see my butthole.
Right.
It's one of those, which is always, it's always funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's like, come on, lady, show us everything. Come. What are you doing?
Yeah, let's see.
She's cute, you know. We like her.
Yeah, if she wants to hit us up.
Yeah, we would, you know, even though she's got a kid, we'd smash, you know.
Totally.
Yeah. Here's what we would do. We would take the kid, we would put him in the you know, in his room with the TV, and then we would play the Matt Rife special for him.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, "Hey, watch this, okay?" And then we'll lock the door with the Matt Rife special, and we'll be like, "Just make TikToks or whatever shitting on him if you want." And then we're going to go smash the mom. And trust me, we're not going to need the whole hour. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're going to need about, by the time Matt Rife finishes that first joke about punching women, we're done.
Yeah.
The show's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
yeah. So, like you said, Matt Rife's fans are already, a lot of them are already like trying to cancel him and jumping ship. And
yeah.
they
don't know where to go.
They don't know where to go.
We know where you need to go.
Yeah, we know where you need to go. Come to, not so you're leaving a guy who is disrespectful to women.
Mm-hmm.
What's better than that? How about two guys who are the literal voice of women?
The most respectful
we
to
have
women.
never said
anything women have said about us.
Right. Well, that's, yeah,
those
they're
women
lying
are full
bitches
of fucking
who can't
shit.
be trusted, and they're just
Shut
trying
the
to fucking
fuck
take
up,
us
bitch.
down. You will never take us down.
You can't take us down.
You will never fucking take us down. We are uncancelable.
Yeah, come get
Cancel
it,
this,
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
Cancel this.
Fuck you.
Stupid whore. You will never cancel me.
Uncancelable.
You see how worked up I get about this?
Because we're passionate.
Yeah.
We're passionate
I can't even
boys.
find the words to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm so passionate.
Yeah, we're stoic boys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we've clearly never disrespected women.
Never.
On this podcast or in real life.
This is a very respectful podcast to women. And you can tell by our listenership.
Which is
almost exclusively men.
Yeah, well, because the word hasn't gotten around.
Yeah, because women don't know. These men are not. Men are bad. We know that.
And these bad men are gatekeeping our podcast.
That's it. They're gatekeeping us.
Yeah.
They know that we're the best for women, and they're trying to hide us from women by not sharing.
They
our
don't want to
podcast
share it with their girlfriends or wives or women.
These guys don't have girlfriends. Okay, let's be clear.
Okay.
Most of these guys do not have girlfriends, and if they do, they were like, "Babe, this is my favorite show." And then they show their women this show, and then either the relationship ends right there, or their wives or girlfriends are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And then they like just like, "Yeah, you can build a man cave and listen to that bullshit in there."
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah,
but it's like you got to sometimes women, like, since their brains are smaller than men's, they don't like comprehend some of the stuff that we're saying because like very like intense and really like heady stuff because our brains are really big. So like, you know, and some women say men think with their penises, so it's like we have two brains. So I'm like really smart because I have a brain in my dick and a brain in my head. So like you have a hole where my dick would be on you. So like you like have there's no brain in there. You can't put a brain in a hole.
Yeah.
You know? So obviously I'm like super smart because I have my penis brain, which is pretty big, and my regular brain, which is bigger than you, because if I wear a snapback, it's like fully stretched out.
Yeah, your hat size is like
one
10.
snap. Yeah.
Oh, on a snapback. Yeah, you can barely wear snapbacks.
If I go to a batting cage and they're like, you got to wear a helmet, they give me the biggest helmet they got. It doesn't fit. And they're like, just go in there. I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then I take a few in the grill and I'm like, see that? Because my brain's in there like secure. You know? But anyway.
But you still sue the batting cage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, they didn't have a helmet for me. So I've been discriminated against. You know? And they didn't have a helmet for my penis because there's a brain in there trying to protect that also. So, you know, and then they're like, you pulled your penis out at the batting cage. And it's like
stood on the plate and faced and faced frontward to the machine.
Yeah. Like Happy Gilmore.
Right.
Yeah. And I just took it in the face.
Yeah. And the penis.
Yeah. And they're like, he didn't even go in there with a bat. I'm like, oh, I did. I went in there with a bat.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it was out, Hunter Biden style.
It's a wood bat, hardwood bat.
It was hardwood, the hardest wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I took a few cuts, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I always make contact.
Yep.
So I forgot what I was even talking about.
Batting cage.
Yeah. We're trying to get women to listen to the show.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, we were saying how much smarter we are than women because their brains are smaller.
Yes,
and they don't get the concept of the show.
Oh, Matt Rife's fans.
Oh yeah.
But how we have no female fans because
that's crazy that all that we just said. You would think we'd have all those female fans.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but speaking of batting cages, quick little thing: Shohei Ohtani signed with the LA Dodgers where we live. He's maybe enticed by the fact that
I guess he's the biggest baseball player.
Yeah, I guess he's a baseball sports ball guy.
Yeah, I guess he plays baseball real good.
I'm special because I can both hit the ball and I throw the ball. Ooh.
Yeah. Cool. You can do the two things that you do in the sport that you play.
And I'm not going to say that with a Japanese accent, but I would.
We weren't, before the show started, pulling our eyes back and making Chinese voice or whatever.
No.
While we made fun of him.
No.
We did not do that.
We would never do that.
There's definitely not video of that.
Yeah.
So don't try to cancel us over that.
Yeah. So I just have a question about, so he was paid $700 million. Okay.
$700 million.
Previous record for a contract was Mike Trout, his former teammate on the Angels, with like 420 something million. So $700 million. I just have a question. Why do we as a society choose to pay teachers $30,000 a year, but then we pay Shohei Ohtani $700 million?
I'm speaking.
So $70 million a year if averaged out over 10 years. Why do we pay teachers $30,000 and a baseball sports guy $70 million?
Preach.
Make that make sense.
Preach.
Make that make sense. How come our dollars, we, the same people paying
you're
teachers,
taxed and your tax money goes to Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I'm pretty sure how that goes.
We pay everyone,
not that people
both
are
in the
buying
public
tickets.
and private sector.
Yeah, it's not that people are buying tickets to go see
or buy
Shohei.
jerseys, watch him on TV, watch him on the internet.
If they sold jerseys for some dumb fucking middle school math teacher, you think I wouldn't buy that jersey that says like Miss Smith on the back of it? I'm like, nice. I'm rocking a Miss Smith jersey. You know?
Yeah. So it just makes no sense. It's such
like
bullshit.
Math is fun on the front of it or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pay athletes way too much.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Athletes get paid too much, and we don't pay teachers enough.
Yeah.
And then just like roaring applause from the smartest people.
I mean, that was a lot of your, back when you did comedy, it was a lot of that. Now, not really any jokes involved, just saying.
Well, a lot of my comedy was based on like good points, right? So if I made a good point, I expect a applause. And then if they didn't like laugh or applaud or say, I would like lose my shit. And then I would start to
fight the audience.
Yeah. And then, I would do a lot of crowd work.
With your fists.
Yeah, I'd work the fucking crowd, no doubt.
Yeah, you like Matt Rife's crowd work?
Yeah.
Where he's just talking to people? How about actually fighting people?
Yeah.
That's some real crowd work.
Watch me get into it with the crowd.
Yeah.
And I mean get into it.
Yeah.
If you see me entering the crowd with a folding chair, like a fucking WWE guy, I'm like, what did you say?
Come up here.
What?
Come up here.
Oh, you're not coming up here? I'm coming down
out there.
Yeah. I drop the mic. I go, oh, you ready for some crowd work? I drop the mic, and then I run out there, and I stage dive, but then everybody like disperses because they know I'm coming in hot with a whirlwind of fists.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fists are flying. That's some real crowd work. So Matt Rife fans, you're jumping ship, jump to us.
And I bring
the full crowd work experience.
I bring the same level of energy to all my shows. So whether I'm in a theater, which I've never been, or a like open mic setting with like 4 other comics who are waiting to go up. Yeah, the only place I've ever gone up. If I'm waiting, you know, if I'm in one of those, I bring that same level of energy. Mm-hmm. It's like that fake it till you make it, you know. It's like I pretend like I'm in a theater. Yeah. The whole time.
You're projecting to the back of the house.
Of the room. Yeah. In the back of a big room, not like the back of a room that's like the size of this podcast studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's bullshit that Ohtani is making all that money, and when teachers aren't getting paid enough, nurses aren't getting paid enough, and podcasters who are the voice of women and people of color aren't getting paid enough.
Definitely not.
Where's our $700 million?
I don't know.
We should be getting at least that, if not more.
Yeah.
We should be getting $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's how much this podcast is worth.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
If I were to pitch our podcast on like Shark Tank, it'd be like, Mark Cuban would be like, so what's your valuation? I'd be like $1 billion.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, for that reason, I'm in.
Yeah.
Even though he usually says I'm out, he would invest.
He if he knows what's best for him, he'd be in.
Yeah.
He'd be in on this.
He just sold, well, he's got money to spend now. Did you hear he just sold a majority stake of the Mavericks?
No.
He can buy the only stake in this podcast.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's stakes for this podcast for sale, and we're going to start the bidding at about $700 million. So for $700 million, you can have 1% of this podcast.
Which would make us worth what? $70 billion?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big math guy, but that sounds right to me. It's probably worth more than that. So it's only going to go up. So do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so. Follow Ally of the Show, Malcolm Kellner online. Stay tuned to his upcoming stand-up shows.
Hell yeah. Also follow Ally of the Show, Jeff Zinasek. Sign up for his mailing list on the link in his bio there. Fill out that link in the bio thing for the mailing list so I can come do, or so Jeff can come do shows where you live. Trying to put a tour together in 2024 here, so that'd be tight. Send emails to the TooWokeBoys at TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. That's TOO WokeBoys. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. That helps us out a lot. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel. That's always very helpful. Donate to the Slut Fund. We appreciate that. And that being said, thank you for listening to the Two Woke Boys and watching the Two Woke Boys on Spotify and YouTube. Hit us up, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of our socials. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 176 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?